Inspiration, motivation, and encouragement is brewing. Welcome to the Tea Time with Tan podcast, where you experience innovative solutions and creative ideas designed for your colossal dream success. Let's sip. Here's your host, Tan.
Hello, everyone. It's your host, the host of the Tea Time with Tan podcast show. It's Tan Tate, the Hope Coach. And listen, I'm so excited that you are sipping tea with me today. The Tea Time with Tan podcast show, it's about hope, inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. And hope is an acronym for helping others prevail every day. Here, we know that you deal with real life issues. We want to provide you with real life solutions, tools, resources that help you live your best life every day. Now, hello to our first time listeners and welcome back to the Hope Fam. One thing we like to do here is start off, we like to give you 60 seconds of get it together time, where we ask that you clear your thoughts, clear your mind, get into a good space where you can receive what you're hearing today and then apply it. So, my theme song is playing. I'm going to jam it a little bit, give you 60 seconds to go get your Tea Time with Tan journal, whatever it is that you need to be prepared to receive and sip the tea today. Remember, this tea is good for the mind, body, and soul. I'm my own hype person sometimes. Sometimes you ain't gonna have nobody to hype you up. So you gotta hype yourself up. So go Tan. Go Tan. I wish y'all can see me. I'm over here getting down. Listen, you need and deserve a theme song in your life. You need a fight song in your life. It's that song that's going to move you, inspire you, get you going. I see your body in your head. I see your body in your head. Right, we're going to begin today's episode. Listen, once you hear this, send it to someone else. Be a depositor of hope in somebody else's life today. Today, we're talking about God. Oftentimes in life, we begin to question, why God not here? Why he didn't show up? Why he didn't do this? Why he didn't do that? Sometimes it looks like he's not there. Today's episode, he's there. He is there. Maybe I'm the only one who asks that question, because I know sometimes people say, don't question God. But I want you to know that this podcaster's recommendation is that if you have questions, go to your father and ask him. Wouldn't you ask your mom and your dad, your natural parents? It's okay to ask God questions. You just have to be prepared for the answer. Now, again, today's topic, he is there. In my life journey, when my daughter was killed, I asked God, why? Why was he her? Why? And he gave me the answer. So to the natural eye, my daughter was killed in a motorcycle accident. And it looked like, God wasn't there. But actually, and you may have heard this part before, or you may have not have ever heard it, but, God did warn my daughter. And when he answered that question, he said it was her choice that led to her death. I warned her, you warned her. And he said, but I assure you, from the moment she left that motorcycle, I was there. I embraced her. And you guys, she died tragically. In her autopsy report, oh my God, it was brutal the way that she passed away. No one should have to die that way. But God said, I was there. I embraced her. I held her. I comforted her until she took her final breath. I was there. Now, it may look like God wasn't there. It may look like you're going through something right now and God is not there. It may feel like God is not there, but I'm here to tell you that God is there. Just because it don't look the way you want it to look, just because he didn't show up the way you wanted him to show up, the way you thought he would show up, just because, it doesn't mean that he is not there. So I will ask you, what is it that you're seeing? What is it that you're looking for? How is it that you're looking? Because trust and believe God is there. He's there in the middle of your storm. He's there in the midst of your trials. He's there when it feels like you are alone. Just because it don't look like you thought it should look like doesn't mean that God is not there. He is there. He said he would never leave us nor forsake us. He's an ever-present help. He's there. You just have to speak to your mind and remind yourself that God is there. I am going to make it. Whose report will you believe? It doesn't matter what my daughter's autopsy report said. It doesn't matter how they said she died. What matters is the good news of Jesus Christ. It mattered. And when God told me how he was there and how he comforted her, that brought me a great peace. I was like, okay. Because, as a parent, we always want to protect our children. We want to be there for our children. So I was like, okay. Thank you, God. Thank you for comforting my baby. Thank you for being there with her. So even if it seems like God is not there with you, I want to encourage you to begin to just thank him for being there. First, you got to renew your mind. So I want you to begin to concentrate on the fact that God is there. He's there. He's there in that difficult marriage. He's there in that difficult relationship with your son, with your daughter. He's there in the midst of that difficult manager, supervisor, co-worker. God is there. So first acknowledge that God is there. Then I want you to develop a plan of action. I get it. Perhaps you may have had an experience where it led you to the hospital, to jail, whatever. And you're thinking, God, how did I get in here? How could this happen to me? How could you allow this to happen to me? Sometimes it's our choices. It's the things that we do. It's our actions. So stop blaming God for things that you did. Remember, I told you he warned my daughter about discernment. He said, be mindful of who you invite into your life. The night she was killed, she got on a motorcycle with someone she didn't even know. She didn't listen to the warning of discernment. So it was her choice. So I can't blame God because God did his part. So stop blaming God and begin to look at yourself. What did your actions attribute to whatever your circumstances is? And then you have to exercise your faith and know that God is there. Okay, God, I know this don't look like what I want it to look like. I know that this is not how I expected this to end. But I know that all things work together for the good for those who love the Lord. So I know that good is going to come out of this. So I must stand on your word, even in the hospital, even in this hospital bed, even in jail, even in this marriage, even with dealing with my children, even on my job. And I am going to do as your word instructs me to do. And then that's when I want you to let your hope kick in. Let hope open your eyes to opportunities that you may otherwise miss. And then once your hope factor kicks in and you see those opportunities within whatever situation you're in, know that God is there. He's with you. He's got you. You will make it. You will live your purpose. Today, I want you to be carried forward on a powerful current of hope and allow your actions to express what you're hoping for. See, hope paints a true picture and a complete picture. Yes, be aware of the challenges that you face and know the resources that you need, you have. And then feel secure knowing that you are up for the task because God is with you. And if God be for you, who can be against you? I want to thank you for listening to this episode of Tea Time with Tan. I hope that you are encouraged. I hope that you're inspired. I hope that you are motivated. I hope that you know that you are going to make it. Where you're at right now, it's not the final chapter. Your best is yet to come. Your best is yet to come. Please remember to like, share, comment. Let me know what you think. Most importantly, know that God is there. Say it with me. God is with me. God is with me. Remember, don't be moved by what you see, what you feel in the natural. Know that God is with you. You got this. You win. You are a giant slayer. Whatever you're facing, you're going to make it. You are going to make it. Until the next time, take care.